So this is a new Pixlr document, and what we're going to be trying to do today is to make something that is from a different photo match better with something else from a different source. So for example, if I drop in this campfire, we're going to do a couple things with this. By putting it off to the side, I'm going to give myself more space. I like this photo because it's got a lot of like black area there because I want to kind of enlarge the space. So what I can actually do with my layer 1 is I can go to my paint bucket, make sure that that's black, and I can just dump that there. You can see it a little bit there. There's a slight difference in the black, but for right now, we're not going to care about it too much. Now, if I bring in my second photo from the files I give you, add to current, you've got this wolf here, and you can resize it to whatever you want to make it, smaller bonfire, bigger bonfire, because there's really nothing else giving this any sort of depth. So I'm just going to put it there, and then I'll start to do the layer mask. Let me see how the I guess the AI isn't free. Okay, oh well. Magic mask, yay. Okay, can I keep that? Nope, hit the wrong button. Okay. I don't know if I like doing it this way. I'm going to try to keep the rock. I don't want the stick though. No, I don't like doing it that way. I'm going to use the brush method. So I just hit the scissors there for the mask, and now I'm going to be trying to mask away as much as I can of that. I want this to be solid. All right. So mask. Okay, you get the idea. So I'm going to mask away as much as I can very quickly. I'm going to want you to do a better job, but I'm just trying to make the video to give you a place to start from. Just ignore the random people yelling at me in the background, I guess. Okay, so you can go in and you can mask it better than I did there, but now we have the wolf kind of by itself. There's a stick. Okay. So a couple things, obviously, with the lighting. He is not in the dark, and there's also no matching color. So let me start with the lighting. So I will go to his layer, and we can use the dodge burn. So if I darken this, I'm going to want a bigger brush. I can make it a little bit softer. So we want this to be a bit darker because obviously this is supposed to be at night. Now my brush size right now is massive. That's why everything's darkening. But in reality, what we would probably want to do is darken particularly the back a little bit more. So leave the front a little bit lighter. So I'm just clicking, dragging, trying to use the brush. You can play around with the strength. I feel like that would be just a little darker. Okay. All right. So I got it darker like it's at night, but it is being illuminated. So I can go to lighten. And if I pick, you can play around with these. I want this front bit. Okay, that brush is too small. I like the brush to be a fairly decent size. There we go. Okay, maybe I brought it back a little bit too much, but I'm going to do something else. So I want to try to highlight the front end towards the fire and darken the back end, because in reality, if the light source was here, it would hit that, lighten that area, but then the stuff in the back would be in a shadow. Now, what I'm going to do to try to give it a bit more of a blend is, and it's a little bit weird to do in this. If I go to adjustments, color balance, let's see if I can do it this way. If I shift the blue down, It'll make it a little yellower. If I shift the red up, it'll make it a little redder. So I can say apply. So now he's a little bit more the color of that. But it's still, now it's bright again. So I'm going to go back to the burn dodge and try to darken everything again. So I'm just trying to get this fairly dark. And then giving it that color. You can try different ones, but temperature. There we go. So now he's got kind of a reddish hue. So under adjustments, you can try using temperature, hue saturation to adjust the color. I'm just trying to match what I believe the light color would be. And then I'm kind of going back and forth with the dodge or burn. So burn is going to make things darker. Dodge is going to make things brighter. So I'm trying to darken shadows. Oops, I think that might be too strong. Okay. Yeah. That might have been too much. Go lighten, make this even weaker. Just bring it back a little bit. So play with it. Try to see if you can get something that matches fairly well. I don't like what I did there. I like that a little bit better. And this is just me going back in my history. So take the files that I gave you, try to follow along with this. So basically we're playing with the dodge and burn tool, and you're playing under the adjustments with temperature and hue to match lighting. So this is going to take it a step beyond where we've been with just simply cutting and pasting one image into another. Now we're trying to blend the lighting because that's what's going to make it look more natural. As always, email me if you have any questions. Thank you.